morning children. Welcome to today's recorded class. In this class we will study a new concept, that is to shade a figure in order to represent a fraction. Yesterday we have studied how to determine a fraction from a shaded figure. That means your question was, write the fraction of the shaded part of this figure. We have studied so many examples based on it. Yes. Today we will do the opposite one. That means today you will be given a fraction and you have to draw a figure in order to represent that fraction. Okay. Now before starting the new concept, we will just quickly revise what we have studied yesterday. Okay. Okay, fine. Now yesterday what we have studied is, we have studied how to determine a fraction. Suppose I give you a circle. I divide this circle into 4 equal parts. Okay. Then what I do is, I have shaded 2 parts of it. I have shaded 2 parts of it. Okay. Now, if I ask you, what is the fraction of shaded part in this figure? Then what we have understood, first what we do is total number of equal parts. Total number of equal parts. Yes? Total number of equal parts. This circle is divided into how many parts? 4 parts. Yes? So it is 4. This 4 is nothing but your denominator. That means in the fraction, 4 will be in the place of denominator. Okay. Now how many parts are shaded? Total number of shaded parts. Yes. So how many parts are shaded? 2. So these 2 will be your numerator. Numerator. Okay. That means in the fraction, in numerator's place, I'll have to put 2. Okay. So therefore, the fraction of shaded part. Fraction of shaded part is nothing but 2 is your numerator, no? And 4 is your denominator. So 2 by 4. Yes. I hope you can recall now what we have studied yesterday, right? Now I'll give you one more example. What one more example will be? I give you a triangle. I divide this triangle into 2 equal halves, out of which one part is shaded. One part is shaded. Now if I ask you, find the fraction of the shaded part. Now what we do? How many parts this triangle is divided? 2. So 2 is your denominator. Total number of parts the triangle is divided is 2. And how many parts it is shaded? 1. So this one I am going to write in the numerator. So my required fraction is 1 by 2. Okay. Now we will do the opposite way around. I have given you the figure, you have found the fraction. Now I'll give you the fraction, you will have to draw the figure. Okay. This is the opposite way around. Now how do we do this? Okay, first see. When I give you a fraction like suppose 2 by 4, that means this 4 is representing what? Total number of parts. Yes? Correct? And this 2 is representing what? Total number of shaded parts. Okay. Okay. So the numerator tells you total number of shaded part and the denominator tells you total number of parts. Okay. So now when you have, suppose if I give you this kind of fraction and I tell you you have to shade the figure, then how do we do? I know this much. I have this much of information with me, correct? Now if I have to draw this, doesn't mean that always you have to draw a circle, always you have to draw a square. You can draw any figure, but you should divide it equally into 4 equal parts. So for this case, I will take a square, correct? Then since there it is 4, total number of parts, no, it is divided. So I will divide this into 4 equal parts. My thing is done. Now in place of numerator, you see there is given 2, and 2 is representing total number of shaded parts. So out of these 4, I can shade any 2 parts. Okay. So I'll shade these 2 parts. So my this 2 by 4 is representing this particular figure where the square is divided into 4 equal parts and 2 parts are shaded. Okay, now I will take one more example. Suppose I take a number 3 by 6, correct? Now 6 is the denominator, and denominator tells you total number of equal parts, or you can say total number of parts. And number 3 is representing total number of shaded parts. That means your numerator tells you how many parts it is shaded. Okay. Now since my denominator is 6, that means total number of parts is 6. So I can take any figure. Just the thing is, it should have 6 equal parts. So I will take a circle, correct? Then I will make 6 equal parts. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, not possible. I should make it 6. Okay. So what can I do? This one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, done. Now 3 is representing, I mean the numerator is representing total number of shaded parts. So any 3 parts I can shade. Any 3 parts I will shade. Okay. I can shade any 3 parts. In this way, you are going to draw a figure where you will be given a fraction and you need to shade the figure based on the fraction given to you. Okay. Let's see one more example. Suppose I have a diagram for fraction, 1 by 2. Now 2 is the denominator. That means it tells you how many parts the figure has. Total number of parts the figure has. And 1 is in the numerator. That means it tells you how many shaded part it has. Now what I do? I can simply take a circle, make 2 equal halves, and 1 half I can shade. Okay. Now this diagram tells you about the fraction 1 by 2. In this way, you are going to draw a figure based on the fraction given to you in order to represent the shaded part. Okay. So I hope this is clear to you, students. In the next class, we will study more about this, and then we will do the workbook questions based on this. Now students, let me remind you, I have activated the topic fractions in your MindSpark class. I request everyone to join the MindSpark class and solve it at least for some time so that you can recall or revisit what we have been studying so far. Okay, I hope you will listen to my words. I will also be willing to see how many of you will join on time. Thank you so much.